I got some more Copic colours and I'm very excited to open them. Here are the colours. Let's just get them open. I'm actually really excited to get these open and take a look at the colours. The colours seem really pretty in these packs. I'm definitely excited for all of the pastel colours. I have made a Copic video before where I opened these two sets and took a look at all these colours. And I have used these so much since that video. I use them all the time. I really like them, and even though they are a little bit more pricey than some other markers or marker sets that you can get, I do really like the quality of these. So I was very excited to get 2 more sets so that I can expand my collection of colours and do a lot more different illustrations with different colour schemes. So while I'm swatching these colours, I did just want to mention that engagement really helps my channel, so if you like this video then please leave a little like on the video and comment letting me know if you've ever used Copic markers before and what you think of them. I'm personally loving them, and despite the fact that they are a little bit pricey, and there are definitely lots of other markers out there that are really good and for cheaper, but I do think that these are worth the price. Like, the quality of them is genuinely really good, and I'm really enjoying using them. They're really buildable. That's the other thing that I really like about Copic markers, is they start off really pale when you put down just a quick swipe, and then they build up really nicely to a more concentrated colour. And I really like that about Copic markers. I feel like a lot of other markers, the colour you get when you first put it down on the page is just the colour that it is, and there isn't really that buildable element to it. So that's something that I really enjoy about these in particular. Going over these swatches about 3 times just to make sure that I'm getting a good representation of the colour. I love how many pastel colours are in this set in particular, because I know that I will use them all the time. I love using pastel colours. But I also like that there's a couple of dark ones like this one. And here is the second set, starting with Meadow Green, which looks like just a really great staple bright green. Yep, exactly what it says on the tin. That's a great Meadow Green. I know that they have to come up with a lot of names to like describe the colours, but I love how some of them are really just a description of the colour, like dark red, pale lemon, pale green, pale aqua, and then we've got bisque and peach puff. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a very pale pink. Pinkish Vanilla. Exactly what it says on the tin, that it really is like a pinkish vanilla colour. That's really pretty. Oh, I could see myself using that one a lot, like layered on top of other colours. I think that could be really cool. And this one. Oh, I can see myself using these colours so much. And this one. Yeah. I can see myself using these colours so much, which is really great. Because they're sort of similar in tone a little bit to Mellow Peach from one of the other sets that I already have. And I use this colour so often that I've already bought a refill for it because this one's out of ink. I use it all the time. And here's the last one. My first impression of these is that I love them. All of them are really pretty in their own way, and I could definitely see lots of different combinations that I could use of these colours to create lots of different things. So I think for today I'm going to stick to the pale colours out of these 2 sets, because this is the illustration that I want to colour today. And it was kind of springtime themed or inspired. I think, you know, we're just coming into spring and I wanted to do something very pastel coloured, as always. I was mostly just inspired to draw the fabric flowing, which is one of my favourite things to draw. And I just wanted an illustration that would have plenty of opportunity to show off the markers. So there's lots of space here to do a cool combination of colours. So I'm thinking that I can use these colours for a skin tone because I think these are the closest to a skin tone out of these options. And actually I'm kind of thinking that I want to use these orangey pinky tones for the hair. I think that could be quite cool. I am aware that I have a problem when it comes to using pastel colours as a solution for any image where I'm like, what colour scheme do I want to use for this? Well, we'll just throw a bunch of pastel colours at it. I have done lots of other stuff, I promise. So I think I'm going to start off with these two colours and just colour the skin. And then we'll go over with a little bit of shading afterwards. I have to be really careful around the face just to make sure that the line art doesn't bleed, because these pens are really smudgy. Every time they get wet with the marker, they kind of smudge everywhere, and yeah, these outlining pens are really not doing it for me. If anyone has any suggestions for some like fine liners or outlining pens that they think are really good or that don't bleed when they come into contact with marker, then please comment and let me know, because I genuinely want to try out some different ones and yeah, just get some new ones that don't bleed as easily as these ones do. So now I'm using R01 Pinkish Vanilla just to add a little bit of a more saturated colour into the skin tone. Just going over areas like, you know, the knees and the elbows and the cheeks and stuff to add that like pinkish tone. And I really just like adding a more saturated colour here and there into the colouring just to add a little bit of interest. I've just really been enjoying doing this lately, so at first I really wanted to colour the dress with the pale lemon and pale green colours and kind of do a gradient, because I thought it would be really cute to do this green and yellow sort of gradient dress, or maybe even like a check pattern. In this set of markers there's really only that pale lemon and pale green that are yellow or green, apart from the Meadow Green, which is really, really bright. So I decided against that idea because I wouldn't really have any shading colours, and I was thinking of maybe using the pinks to shade it, but I wasn't 100% sure about doing that, so I changed my mind and ended up colouring the dress entirely with the pink shades, just because there's so many pink shades, especially pale pink and like purpley pink shades in these two sets of markers. So that's what I decided on, because I thought I could use quite a range of colours to create a lot of shading. So I decided to use the orangey kind of peachy tones for the hair. I really love these colours and the tones of them, so I was really excited to use those, and I think that the colours turned out so pretty. This illustration overall ended up less kind of rainbow pastel than I was imagining, and more just kind of pinky toned, but I don't really mind. I still think it turned out really good. It was just that I had wanted to use as many colours from the two sets as possible, but I ended up sticking to more of a pink and orangey, like peachy toned illustration overall, rather than using the more purpley tones and the pale lemon and the pale green and pale aqua, which are really, really pretty, but I sort of realised that I didn't really have any shading colours for those unless I delved into my other markers, but I wanted predominantly to just use these two sets of markers today. I also did just add a little bit of blue to the background because I thought it would look nice with the orangey tones and just give a little bit of an indication of the sky. I didn't want to colour the entire background or do a full border or anything, so I just added a little bit of blue at the top and bottom, and I do think it just ties the whole thing together nicely. It looks good with the orange tones. I think it just adds a little bit more of that kind of spring theme into the illustration. So yeah, that's it for today. I had a lot of fun colouring this and just trying out these markers. I'll leave a link somewhere if you're interested in seeing my very first impressions of Copic markers, which I did last year. But yeah, I had a lot of fun trying these out and looking at the colours, and all of these colours are so pretty, and I'm so excited to continue to use them and get used to them and come up with a lot of other colour schemes using these colours. So yeah, that's all for now. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a little like and a comment because it really helps out my channel, and I really enjoy making these, so it would mean the world to me. And I hope you have a lovely day. Take care.